we're going to be building the actual Neuro car, which is going to be a real car. Now, there are a few things about that. One, this is going to have to be crowdfunded. I can't actually afford to buy a car to drive into a tree. Two, it is probably not going to be a very fancy or nice car for a few reasons. Ask Vedal? No. Okay, so here's what you guys don't understand, I think. I'm not Vedal's employee, and I don't want to be Vedal's employee. I'm Vedal's friend. Like, listen, if it were something I couldn't afford to do, sure, I'd let him pay. But I was doing stream electronics projects before I met him, and I'm gonna be doing them after he's done with me. I'm joking. So the deal is, like, it just feels weird, right? Like, if I were gonna spend more than I would on a regular stream project, then yeah, like, I would let him chip in. And especially if he were working on the project more, right? But he pays for his side, and I pay for my side, right? I don't know, man. We're just like pals working on a project, and I've worked on a lot of projects with a lot of friends, and I've never had them pay for the whole thing. It just seems weird, right? Even if your friend is richer than you, you don't let them pay for the entire project. There are a lot of people saying, like, oh my god, why won't Ellie do this? And the answer is because this is my hobby. I do this for fun. There was a time in my life when I built small electronics on commission, and I don't do that anymore because someone wanted me to make something unholy and against God. So I don't make small electronic projects on commission. I will sometimes make projects with friends. I like doing that even. And that is what I'm doing right now. Now, when it comes to a project like the car, which I cannot afford to do on my own, yeah, I'm going to discuss it with him and we're going to figure out how best to do it. I personally would like to have it be largely community funded. And that's because I don't freaking work for him. And I don't really want to. But as far as like a kid's Power Wheels goes, I can justify, 1,500 on making this thing look really sick. So that's what I'm going to do. And I know that a lot of you will not like that. But frankly, eat butts. I don't care. You're not my dad. Okay, so now that we're all good, there are going to be a few things that I have to do to actually do the real car project, right? Older car is going to be better, both because it's going to be cheaper and because it's easier to hack into their control systems. So we're going to be using a slightly older car. Whose butt? That's between you and God, man. I don't get a say there. That's between you and God. I am a sparkling say-so idol, actually. In fact, I'm quite say-so. So the car will probably be older and not too fancy when we do the actual car. And I will need some. I don't know if I'm going to need to put it on a lift. I don't know if that's going to be necessary, but I will need plenty of private land for us to drive it around on. And plenty of time off to actually get this thing working. Corolla style. Honestly, that'd be a great pick. So how about a golf cart? I mean, that'd be fun in between, but everybody wants a real car. And honestly, if I'm being honest, if I'm being 100% with you guys, I want a real car. I think that'd be so cool. I want to see her do the trolley problem in real life. But until then, NeuroCart is a fun little project. I am also excited for this. This is also fairly ambitious considering the time restraints. And that's what we're going to be working on today. So, what's involved? First of all, most of these drive-on cars, and the one that I picked out for this project, come with a parental remote. Now, we're going to have to do some work to make the parental remote capable of more than it is currently capable of. Can Neuro actually drive a cart? She's going to. That's what we're doing. That's what we're doing today. Who's going to be the first victim of the Neuro car? That's a complicated question. Okay, let me lay it out for you. One, Bao is gonna be in the car. So she is most likely to suffer damages, right? In that sense. Me, though, I'm gonna be working on the car in physical space before anyone even gets into it, right? So there's a good chance that she'll drive into my shins, just before anybody. But if I had to actually say who stands to lose the most on this, I think it's Vedal, because he's gonna be so humiliated watching this all happen. Like, I just think that, like, watching this thing drive into people, like, Bao and I, we don't have, like, a normal, we don't have shame, and not enough of it anyway. So we're not gonna be, like, that embarrassed as this is happening in real time. But I think Vedal's gonna be really embarrassed. I think he's gonna be really, really embarrassed. So my money is actually on Vedal losing the most. Yeah. Anyway, so yeah, that's who she stands to harm first and foremost. I think it's going to be a really fun project.